Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liv and welcome to today's video, which is my March TBR. Hello, long time no see. I am back from I don't know, I think I haven't posted in like over a month absence, so apologies, but I'm trying to be back. So it's good to be filming again, and I'm looking forward to getting back into this channel properly because I have genuinely really missed doing this. Also apologies if you can hear a fan and see it blowing my hair. It's currently like 33 degrees right now at like 6 o'clock at night, so it is absolutely boiling in here, so I am not doing this without a fan, so apologies. And also I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as humanly possible so I can get out of this sauna of a bedroom. But anyway, welcome back. Yes, so in the month of March I will be participating in the Roll of Reads readathon, which, if you didn't know, I participated in maybe 2 years now in this readathon. It's created by Mel from a book fiend named Mel, the lovely Mel. I will obviously tag the announcement video to this readathon in the description if you want to join in. It is always such a fun time, but loosely based off Dungeons and Dragons. Basically you just get a board of like 5x4 prompts. You roll a d20 die and whatever the die rolls on. So number 1, you pick up the first prompt and you pick a book based off that prompt. Basically you can you can either, the heat is getting to me, you can either roll a I think it's a d8 die or something to determine how many rolls you're going to do, or you can just pick how many rolls you want to do yourself. There's some punishments and some rewards as well, but Mel explains it so much better than I ever could, so I will, like I said, pop the announcement video in the description below. I highly recommend. It is always such a fun readathon to participate in. Okay, I think I'm just going to edit this. I'm going to do it how I normally do it. I am going to show you a roll and then talk through the book I chose for that, and on and on and on until we go through all of my rolls. So without further ado, here's the first roll. Okay, hello, welcome back to another year of Roll of Reads. This is so exciting that I'm playing this again. I always really enjoy playing this TBR game. So as you can see, I've got my board here, my 20 prompts on my carpet. I apologize for the angle, I know it's atrocious. Working with what I can this year. Yeah, so here are my 20 prompts. I've got my punishments and rewards off camera, and I apologize again for the angle, and I ran out of ink. I didn't have any ink at home, and then I forgot to print the stuff in my break at work today, so I had to handwrite everything. So I apologize for my horrendous handwriting. I promise I will read out whatever I pick up so you'll be able to actually see what's written there. And yeah, I'm sad that I don't get to use Mel's really nice looking cards, but that's on me, and I could have waited to film this tomorrow or something, but I gotta film when I really am in the mood to film, otherwise I will never end up filming this. So yes, okay, anyway, yes, welcome. So normally I don't roll a d8 die to determine how many rolls in this game I have to do. Normally I just stick to 5, but this year the Aurelian Readathon's not happening this month. I mean, I could be really wrong, but I think it's happening next month, so I don't really have to be as careful with how many rolls I'm doing, because I don't have to make it work with another TBR. So this year I'm just going to roll a d8 die to determine how many rolls of this game I have to do. So let's get that on camera and let's get that to focus. There we go. Let's roll the die. See how many rolls I've got to do. Oh. Oh, should I re-roll that? That's really bad. Is that cheating? Let's re-roll that. I'm not doing 2. Whoop, I added 1. I'm not doing 2. Take 2. Okay, 6. That's a lot better. Okay. It's like 30 seconds into this game and I'm already cheating. Okay, I'm going to do 6 rolls of the die. I also apologise if you can hear my neighbour drumming. They always like to drum after they finish school, which is always when I get home from work, so I really apologize if you can hear the drumming in the background, but it's really humid in my room, so I don't really want to close the window, so you can listen to his semi-good drumming in the background there. Anyway, I've got my D20 die, so we are going to roll that and see what our first prompt is. Okay, so this is roll number 1 of 6. 2. Oh, lots of 2s today. Okay, so number 2 here. Let's see what that says. If it'll focus. Come on, you can do it. Focus. God, I'm so not used to filming. Okay, from your wish list. Okay, we're off to a good start. I'm happy with that for roll number 1. And then we have our other cards to refill, which I have misplaced. Am I sitting on them? Yes, I am currently sitting on them. So, wow. This is going really well, don't you think, guys? Okay, we're gonna get these together and we're gonna shuffle them. Oh my god, oh my god. This is a disaster. Okay, we're gonna shuffle these semi-good. I did do a big shuffle at the start, but we'll shuffle them again. And we'll pick a random one out of the middle. That one looks good. And we'll replace number 2. So, as you saw, roll number 1, I rolled a 2 and got the super fun prompt. Where is it? I don't know if it's going to focus. From your wish list. There we go. Which was such a fun one to start with. And I happened to have just picked up the library, a book that was on my wish list. So I think that still counts. It's from my wish list. I didn't just buy it. I just happened to get it from the library. And that is Y: The Last Man. This is the first in the adult graphic novel dystopian series. This one's called Unmanned. The reason I picked this one is because I watched the TV show and I loved it. It was such a vibe with so many great actors and, well, actresses and a great actor, and I'll tell you why I said actor in a moment. Yeah, I really vibed with it. It was totally my kind of show, and it was cancelled just straight away. Cut down in its prime. I should have learnt my lesson and not get connected or like any TV show, because it will just be cancelled, but that's a rant for another day. But anyway, I loved the show. I might actually rewatch it, even though that kind of feels like torturing myself at this point. What I can remember, and I don't know how, you know, how similar it is to this, but what I can remember from watching the show is one day everyone that was like born like genetically a man just vanishes. No, not they don't vanish, they die, right? Or is that a spoiler? Yeah, so it says, in the summer of 2002, a plague of unknown origin destroyed every last sperm, fetus and fully developed mammal with the Y chromosome. Yeah, so yeah, they all die, all men. Well, all men with the Y chromosome. And yeah, so except for one man and his pet monkey, they seem to be the only surviving men with a Y chromosome. Yeah, so they're then aided by the mysterious Agent 355. The last human male, Yodrick Brown, must contend with dangerous extremists, a hopeful reunion with a girlfriend on the other side of the globe, and the search for exactly why he's the only man to survive. It does sound similar to the show. Yeah, in the show you kind of follow him, Yodrick, and in the show you also follow the president of the United States of America, who is, you know, now female, and her whole female, I don't know what you call them, government? Like, the whole government is now obviously female, which, you know, is very entertaining to watch because, I don't know, women get it done. Anyway, yeah, so you watch her whole cabinet? Is that the right word? Her female cabinet? This heat, man, it's making me delirious. And then you also, yeah, you follow Agent 355, and you also follow a bunch of other different women. This kind of group of women that comes together is almost like a group, a little survival group together. Yeah, you watch women basically survive in this very dystopian world, so I'm hoping we get some of those perspectives in this graphic novel series as well, because there was some amazing and super interesting and fun characters in that I love. Some some women going crazy. I don't know, I love the genre of women going crazy in dystopian, crazy, end of the world settings. It's always a good time. So yeah, the concept was really cool. I love the TV show, and I hope that the graphic novel lives up to how much I love the show, so I can actually continue on with the story and find out what happens, unlike the TV show. Anyway, that's book number 1. Okay, we are now on to roll number 2. Let's roll the D20 die again. 16. Ooh, okay. That's this one here. Let's grab this one, hold it up to the camera. Let's get the camera to focus again. Oh, it focused on its own. Oh, published in the 1890s. Right, okay. That's an interesting one. Let's do another mini shuffle, and we'll grab, let's say, this one, and pop that down there. As you saw, roll number 2, I rolled a 16 and got the prompt published in the 1980s. I don't know why I bothered to try and get these to focus. It kind of focused. Published in the 1980s, you believe me. And I was thinking about this one, and a lot of them are obviously classic-y kind of books, and spoilers, but I already have another classic on this list. So there's a rule that you can replace one book on this list, on your list of roles, with a book from the host's favourites. So there's a bunch of different hosts for this readathon, and they all have a list of their favourite books. So I had a look on that and found the perfect one. So I chose from Merb's list, from Reading with Merb. I'll obviously tag her channel in the description below, but if you're watching me, you're probably already subscribed to her. And one of her favourite books ever is Fruits Basket. So I'm going to read volume 3 and 4 of that, because I loved it so much myself, and it's so wholesome and beautiful. But I heard it gets sadder as it goes on, so I'm scared. But yes, this is also, Merb told me to put this on my 12 and 12 from her, so I'll also be knocking off my first book off my 12 and 12 for the year, which is good. Only happening in the 3rd month of the year, but whatever. This is about a girl called Toru, and due to unfortunate circumstances, she ends up living in a tent in this kind of foresty area, and one day there's this mudslide, and her tent gets caught under the mudslide, and these boys that she goes to school with kind of find her tent and are like, bruh, you're living on our property. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But they're like, no, like, you're not going to live in a tent, come live with us. And it turns out this family that she moves in with, when they are hugged by a person of the opposite sex, they turn into the animals of the zodiac. So yeah, the first 2 volumes were absolutely beautiful. Toru is one of my favourite characters just to ever to exist. I absolutely adore her. She's absolutely beautiful. So I'm very excited to get into more lovely, wholesome, beautiful character development and characters in this book. And yeah, I think I'll need something wholesome to read in March, because I don't know, some of these books are not so wholesome and sad, so I needed something nice to balance it out. Okay, roll number 3. 15. Ooh, that was close to being a double there. Okay, so 15 is this one here. So we have Set Somewhere You've Been. Oh man, I don't know. I haven't been to very many places. Okay, roll number 3, I rolled a 15 and got the prompt, Set Somewhere You've Been. Come on, please. There we go. Kind of. Set Somewhere You've Been. So for that one, I have decided to read the Traveling Cat Chronicles. This is by Hiro Arakawa. This is set in Japan, which I went to at the end of last year. There will be a vlog. I went in November last year and there's still no vlog edited. There will be a vlog on my channel at some point, so keep your eye out for that. I say that, but it could be like 6 months. I promise there is a vlog coming of that. Anyway, this is a book set in Japan. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a tearjerker and I might cry, but I'm in the mood for a good cry at a book, honestly. This is about a cat called Nana. That's Nana. That's such a cute cat name. And Nana is on a road trip. He's not sure where to though. All that matters is that he can sit beside his beloved Satoru in the front of his silver van. Satoru is keen to visit 3 old friends from his youth, though Nana doesn't know why, and Satoru won't say. This is set against the backdrop of Japan's changing seasons and narrated with a rare gentleness and striking humour. Nana's story explores the wonder and thrill of life's unexpected detours. It's about friendship, solitude, and knowing when to give and when to take. Above all, it shows how acts of love, both great and small, can transform our lives. Not my typical read, but honestly this sounds beautiful, and it's set in Japan, so that's a win as well. I'm very scared to read this. I believe I will sob and it'll make me cry, and that's scary. Also, I haven't taken the tag off, whoops. But yeah, I think this is going to be absolutely beautiful, and yeah, it's not too long as well. It's about just 250-ish pages, so good length, but yeah. Has anyone read this? If you have, let me know what it's like. And let's go for roll number 3. 9. Okay, let's see, number 9 should be this one here. Ooh, looks like we got a fun prompt. Random colour on cover. Ooh, okay, that's a fun one. Roll number 4 are we up to? I am so out of practice at filming. Roll number 4 rolled a 9 and got the prompt random colour on the cover. So what I'm going to do is pull up a colour wheel and I will screen record and pop it here. Okay, so I'm going to spin this colour wheel, and whatever colour it lands on, I will find a book to match that. So let's give it a spin. Ready, spin. Let's see what we get. Give me something easy. A light green. Ooh, okay. I think I found the perfect one for this. Threads that bind. I mean, there's a lot of light green on this cover. I don't know if the camera's showing it, but there's pretty light green on there. It's not super dark, so I think this is a good match. I'm in a big fantasy mood. I'm reading a fantasy book as I'm filming this, so I'm in a big fantasy mood, so I need some fantasy on my TBR for March. So this is set in the city of Atlanti. The descendants of the Greek gods live alongside mortals. Io is descended from fates. She can see threads, shimmering lines connecting people. When a relationship is formed, a new thread appears. When a person's life thread is cut, it's their time to die. One night, Io is witness to a violent, mysterious murder along with Edie, a member of a dangerous mob who rules Atlanti. What Io can see immediately, although Edie cannot, is that there is a bright silver fate thread connecting them. This boy is her destiny. Stop. Lines like that, I'm already in. Io and Edie are thrown together to solve the case, and as Io grapples with the secrets lurking beneath Atlanti's surface, she must decide whether to embrace her fate and give in to her growing desire for Edie, or whether to cut the thread and set him free. Then it says, simmering with romance, passion, mystery, and myth, this spellbinding story will leave you breathless. This book just seems like the perfect combination of everything. A stunning cover, a death, a mystery, romance, like everything that I could want in a book. So I am genuinely so excited to start this because I feel like I will absolutely eat this up. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I am pro shuffler. And grab this one to replace. And then let's go for roll number 5. And focus. There we go. 19. Ooh, interesting. Okay. 19 is this one. Ooh, okay, this one is a retelling or reimagining. Okay, I already have a book in mind for this one, so that's perfect. Roll number 5, I rolled a 19 and got the prompt reimagining or retelling. So for that, I already had a book in mind straight away. I saw this at work at the library and I was like, this is a stunning cover. I must know what this is. So this is Orphea by Joan M. Harris. Look at the M pages. I'm sorry, just like stunning. This is like a little novella. It's absolutely stunning, and it's illustrated, these sick ass illustrations throughout. So apparently this is it says it's a modern new fairy tale, but it's also a retelling of the Orpheus myth from Greek mythology, I think. My Greek mythology knowledge is not great, so I think I'll have to read up a little bit about that myth before I read this book, so hopefully that I guess enhances my enjoyment, or you know, my experience while reading this book. This is, on the back it says, when you can find me an acre of land, every sage grows merry in time. Between the ocean and the sand, then you will be united again. So begins a beautiful and tragic quest as a heartbroken mother sets out to save her lost daughter through the realms of the real, of dream, and even into the underworld itself. But determination alone is not enough. For to save something so precious, she must give up something precious, be it a song, a memory, or her freedom itself. So this is like a modern fairy tale. It sounds absolutely amazing. I'm in the mood to immerse myself in a fantasy, beautiful, mythical world, and this sounds lovely. I love the trope of a mother doing everything she can to save her daughter. I love stories like that, so hopefully this is actually good and I haven't been tricked by this gorgeous cover. Alright, it is already time for the final roll, and that is 17. Okay, which is this one here, and the prompt is, perfect, Pokemon prompt. Roll number 6, I rolled a 17 and got the prompt, read a Pokemon prompt. Come on, you can do it. There we go. This is a readathon created by the lovely and talented and super creative Merb from Reading with Merb. Her channel is already linked, as I spoke about her earlier, but I'll also put the announcement video to this readathon in the description. This is loosely based off the Pokemon world, so you read different books to collect different Pokemon, and Merb and a bunch of the co-hosts have drawn these amazing Pokemon. So creative. The work that went into this readathon is just like absolutely insane, and I just haven't really been able to participate yet because of how my reading year has gone so far this year. So I still need to get my starter Pokemon, so I need to read a book with a moon on the cover. So for that, I've actually started this book. I'm about, wow, geez, I got like 200 pages into this. This is Unholy Terrors by Lindell Clipstone, who I've met, who is just absolutely lovely. Signed my book and gave me even like this little sticker that she drew about her characters. So cool. This is quite a dark and eerie kind of book. This is set in this world where we follow Evelyn. She is a warden, a secret like group of holy warriors who kind of protect their land from these monsters known as Vespertine. And yeah, the Vespertine are kind of like this wolfish kind of creatures. I can't remember much about this, that's why I'm having to read the blurb to you. So she discovers a startling truth in the form of this guy called Ravel, who is a rogue Vespertine, and reveals that the monsters have quite a few secrets of their own, and he promises the help she needs for a price. These Vespertine creatures are also kind of like vampires as well in a way. They require blood, and if she wants to travel across the dangerous moorland, she has to let Ravel kind of like feed off her, which is a great sin amongst the wardens. So yeah, they go on this big journey across the moorland. I remember really enjoying this book. It's just super slow paced, so I think that's why I had to put it down, because I've been so slumpy this year and I needed something kind of more fast paced to get me back into reading. So I think I was really enjoying it, and I was enjoying how atmospheric it was, but it's really slow paced. So I will try and pick this up again maybe towards the end of the month once my reading's a little bit better. I don't think I'll start from the start. I think I'll just try and pick up from where I left off and see if that's okay. I can kind of remember what happened. I might go back a couple of chapters and then continue on, but yeah, I haven't got much of this book left to read, and then I will finally actually have my starter Pokemon. So if you haven't checked out the Book of On readathon, I highly recommend you do. I don't know, I kind of want to do a couple more rolls. Is that crazy? I know I rolled a 6, but I kind of want to do a couple more. Let's do a couple more just for shits and gigs. Alright, so let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I don't know, I find this really fun to play, so I want to do it more than 6 times. Okay, I've replaced that one. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 more rolls, okay? So this now is roll 7. Let's roll. No, it's not super focused, is it? We got 2. Okay, that's the second time we've rolled a 2. If we roll it one more time, then we'll have to do another roll, I believe, is the rule. Number 2 is this one here. And the prompt is blind pick. Oh, another fun one. So sorry if the camera angle has significantly changed. I tried to put it back where it was, but I don't think I've done a very good job at that. My battery died. Anyway, let's continue on. Roll number 7. You saw that I rolled a 2 and got the prompt blind pick. I've been getting all the fun prompts this round. Blind pick. You can do it, you can do it. There we go. Blind pick. Yeah, so I was like, how do I do this? Do I just put a pile and run my finger up? But then I remembered, I'm such a dumbass, I have a TBR jar with a kind of up-to-date, I don't know how up-to-date this jar is. Like, I don't think I have all of my new purchases, but I haven't purchased a book in a while, so there shouldn't be too many missing from here. But this should be about 90% of my physical TBR in this jar. So I thought I would just stick my hand in and pick one out. So yeah, let's like shuffle it around a little bit and I'll pick one out. This one's feeling like the lucky one. I'll pick this one. I am so nervous because yeah, this could not go well. Okay, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Okay, I will show you first. Oh, god damn it, I can see what it is. Chai time at Cinnamon Gardens. Yeah, it's not going to focus, is it? Please. Trust me, it's chai time at Cinnamon Gardens. Yeah, I don't think I'm in the mood for this shit. The blind pick has screwed me over. Yeah, I feel like I'd have to be in quite a specific mood to read this because it's not typically my kind of genre, but I don't even know where my copy of that is. It's all the way up there. I'm not getting up, it's hot. I'll just put a photo. Yeah, this is an Australian read. I believe it's set in I should probably look this up. This has really put me in a shit mood now and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is set in a nursing home, I want to say. Let me just like actually get up the blurb. There we go. This is by Shankari Chandran. This is set in the Cinnamon Gardens nursing home. There we go, I remember that detailed. In the nestled quiet suburb of West Grove, Sydney. Oh, it's set in Sydney. Represent. Populated with residents with colourful histories, each with their own secrets, triumphs and failings. This is their safe space, an oasis of familiar delights, a beautiful garden, a busy kitchen and a bountiful recreation schedule. But this ordinary neighbourhood is not without its prejudices. The serenity of Cinnamon Gardens is threatened by a malignant force, more interested in what makes this refuge different rather than embracing the calm companionship that makes this place home to so many. As those who challenge the residents' existence make their stand against a nursing home with devastating consequences, our characters are forced to reckon with a country divided. Chai Times at Cinnamon Gardens is about family and memory, community and race, but is ultimately a love letter to storytelling and how our stories shape who we are. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think this is going to be like an absolutely beautiful book and I've heard nothing but good reviews of this book. Like, it's got a pretty good rating on Goodreads. Yeah, 4.23 on Goodreads. I don't know how much of a me book it is, and yeah, I'm intimidated to read this because it's not my typical kind of thing, but I think it will be really moving and beautiful. So I will give it a fair shot. Alright, let's make this the last roll. Roll number 8. We got 1. Okay, let's see what our last prompt is. Grab this one here. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, shoot. mentioned in the Gilmore Girls. Okay, the final roll number 8. I rolled a 1 and got the prompt, read a book that was mentioned in the Gilmore Girls. Focus. There we go. Yeah, mentioned in the Gilmore Girls. And this was the one I was going to veto rather than the written in the 1980s one. But then I saw that they mentioned this book here, which is, you can't tell by the cover, which is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Yeah, this is a library book. The condition is awful of the front cover. Like, it's faded. You can't even see the title on it anymore. It's shocking. Anyway, it's also got quite a few marks. This should be deleted. Anyway, yeah, this is Jane Eyre. I am going to pick this one up because it is on my 24 in 24 list, and I think it was on my 23 in 23 as well, which I went to confirm if it's on my 24 in 24, and I realized I have never filmed the video. I was in a filming slump, but I had it in my head that I'd uploaded my 24 in 24, but I haven't. So let me know, is March too late to upload that video? Because if not, I will film it and upload it. But yeah, this is on my 24 in 24, and I want to read this because so many people compare it to Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, which is a classic as well, and I'm not a classic reader. You would never catch me reading a classic other than a few exceptions. And I loved Rebecca. I loved it. So many people are like, if you love Rebecca, you're gonna love Jane Eyre. So that's why I'm going to pick this one up. So that's my TBR for March, 8 books. So we'll see how that goes. As I told you, I think I'll finish my audiobook tonight. So as of March, I've only read 1 book this year. But I think after finishing this audiobook, I have defeated the slump. I found the right book. So it does seem a little bit silly to then jump straight into a full 8-book TBR and put that kind of pressure on straight after coming out of a really bad filming and reading slump. But I don't know, I always loved playing Roll of Reads, and there was no way that I wasn't going to play this year. And these books do excite me. I feel like I have a good mix. I've got a couple of fantasy on there, which is definitely what I'm in the mood for at the moment. And I mean, two of them, one of them's manga, one of them's a graphic novel, one of them's a novella, one of them I'm already 200 pages in. So it's not like I have done a huge TBR of 8 thick books that I'm never going to get the chance to finish. So I feel like I've made like a good compromise. So yeah, I think I've done a good compromise of not pushing myself too much with a crazy thick heavy, you know, TBR with 500 page books, but you know, trying to encourage myself to get back into reading properly again. And I am genuinely excited for all of the books on my TBR, other than Shy Gardens probably. I mean, I do want to read that book, but not now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, have you read any of the books on my TBR? What did you think of them? What are you reading in March? Are you participating in Roll of Reads? What prompts did you get? Let me know. All of my social media links and everyone that I mentioned today will be in the description below. Yeah, it's good to see you all again, and I will see you in whatever the hell I post next. Bye!